Hi everyone, it's Lindsay with Your Estate Plan Online and High Sierra Legal, and today we have a question about marital assets and assets earned prior to that marriage. And I'm just going to preface this right off the gate with prenup, 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 get a freaking prenup, everyone. Yeah, just start there. So with that in your estate plan as well, we talked about, you may want to create two separate trusts or estate plans for those individual assets, to keep them separate. And the reason for that is we need to keep everything separate and distinct from our marriage and our commingling of our lives, essentially, because again, it's a contract with the government and the government wants everybody to be paid. Okay, everyone's getting their money, everyone's putting their hands in the pot. So it's really important that, say you have a house and you've had it paid off prior to your marriage and you get married, it is important that all separate property is kept separate. It's not commingled, it's not put into joint accounts, it's not used with any joint funds, if you will. However, in community property states, you have to be careful with that because anything earned after the marriage is technically or considered community property asset. Okay, so say you have a job, most of us do, obviously, and you're working and you have those assets coming in and you're using that money that is technically your income, but it's now during your marriage, that's typically a community asset that is now being used for your separate property. So depending on what you use it for, if you're paying mortgage, you're paying interest, you're paying taxes, if you will, or repairs, your spouse upon dissolution may have an argument that they own part of that because those things were paid with community assets. So just get a freaking prenup, everyone. They're just the greatest thing ever. Everything is clear and transparent. Everyone's happy usually when they're creating this. So everyone wants to take care of each other. No one's bitter, no one's spiteful, no one's, being rude or mean at that point. So prenups are a wonderful, beautiful thing. And they're not a negative thing. They're not like I'm trying to cut my spouse out. You can provide for your spouse and not prenup. That's the cool thing about it. Everyone's transparent about what people own, what's their separate property. It's a nice conversation to have with your soon-to-be spouse, spouse, not ex-spouse. So that is a little bit of a rant on that, on getting a prenup. Just get a prenup, everyone. And with that, having your estate plan work with that prenup and with your life and how you guys want to manage everything. Because at the end of the day, you should never have to use that prenup, right? You're going to stay married. You're going to stay married until you die. Great. We never have to use that prenup. But in the case that we need to, it's there. So it's just like when you fly in an airplane. They give you the safety briefing, but we hope we never have to use it. But I'd like to know where the life jacket is. Okay. So if you have more questions on that and how that works with your estate plan, you can get a hold of me at Your Estate Plan Online or High Sierra Legal. And again, when you think of death, think of me.